Set Phasers, a highly illogical Star Trek podcast.
Well, hello and welcome to Set Phasers, a highly logical Star Trek podcast. My name is Stevie Mans, and unfortunately, this week, Akie was busy. So, I was invited onto a Star Trek Jeopardy quiz with some other wonderful Star Trek podcast hosts. So I'm just going to drop the episode and you can see how we got on. It was really quite fun. And if you want to watch the full video, it is available on the old YouTube, and I will post that in the episode show notes. And I would love to say a big thank you to Daniel, Chad, and Rob for being such fun on the show. And of course, big thanks to Trekcast, The Next Generation, the podcast, and Keeping Up with the Cardassians. So if you are super into your Trek and you want to venture into other Treks, I suggest you give these guys a listen. More Trek is better for all of us. And if you have Star Trek fan friends, please tell them about our podcast. Now, it is the start of the month and we are having our first Netflix watch party on the 13th of February. So don't forget you can sign up at patreon.com/setphasers to join us and be super nerdy online together. It's great fun. We log on together, we message each other. It's one of my favorite things, and I would love it if you could be there. That's patreon.com/setphasers. Now, it's time for Jeopardy!
All right, we're recording. We're ready to go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Trekcast, the galaxy's most unpredictable Star Trek podcast. If you're looking at the screen and watching us on YouTube, you know that things are quite different today. We've got a couple of guests here in studio and video as well. We're going to be doing some Star Trek Jeopardy. I've got that up on the screen. You can see that now. And we're going to just roll with the punches. So here we go.
The final frontier.
Trekcast.
And with the way the soundboard works, sometimes that audio or the actual music portion of that doesn't necessarily come through to the rest of us here on Discord. But that was our intro clip. Daniel, you were going to say something? Sorry.
Yeah, I was going to have our guests introduce themselves and what shows they're from.
Of course, yes. We'll start with Rob.
My name is Rob. I'm one of the hosts at Keeping Up with the Cardassians. We are a podcast, a pop culture podcast that also is watching Deep Space Nine right now. We have me, who's a longtime Trekkie, loved DS9. We have Nick, who only really watched it when it came out and didn't really care for it. And we have Joe, who is a Trek virgin completely, and we're popping his cherry on DS9.
Nice. I love it. Welcome. Thanks for coming on, man.
Oh, you got it, man.
And then, of course, Stevie. Introduce yourself for us, please.
Hi, I'm Stevie. I started a podcast called Set Phasers with my musician buddy Akie, and we had nothing to do during a pandemic and thought that was a good idea. And it's been really fun. We started kind of doing recaps of Discovery, and then lo and behold they just started releasing shit tons of new Star Trek, so we've just been recapping everything and we've been kept very busy, so it's a lot of fun. So yeah, we do the recaps of mostly Discovery, but then we just switch to whatever season is out at the moment. And then sometimes we do watch-alongs of the movies, which can be quite fun.
Nice.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I've talked to the guys about trying to do watch-alongs of just pull a show out of thin air and play it and watch it or whatever. We just haven't managed to do that yet. So, but no, that's cool. That's awesome. Welcome. Thank you for coming on.
Thanks for asking.
Yeah, thanks for coming on, guys. Yeah.
So normally at the first part of this show, we do a bunch of little banter with Dan and Daniel and I, but we're missing Dan. So
Yeah. Well, let's just get to the game. We're gonna play Jeopardy.
We're just gonna go right to it and play Jeopardy. Okay, let's go for it.
Yeah.
So I'm on Jeopardy Labs. For those of you who want to follow along while you watch the show, you can kind of go in and see how this works. It's jeopardylabs.com/browse/Star Trek. You'll figure it out. We'll put the link in the show notes. The one we're going to play is called Tammy's Birthday Star Trek Jeopardy. I have no idea how any of this works or what the questions are. This is my first time actually pulling it up. So this will be interesting to see how this works. It does give us an option for 3 teams. So we're going to have 3. I'll be the host, and then we'll have Stevie, Rob, and Daniel on individual teams. I've got their names in there now.
I want to hit
I think we just hands or say I know it or yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, I do have to.
We're technically savvy here.
Yeah, I do have to change this a little bit to where I can see you guys on the screen so I know. Okay, so categories are Star Trek Enterprise, Star Trek The Next Generation, Star Trek Deep Space Nine, and Star Trek Voyager. Those are our 5 categories. Obviously, the tiles go from 100 to 500. And I guess, how do we want to start this off? Do we want to just go Daniel, Stevie, Rob, like I've got listed at the bottom, or what do we want to do? Paper, rock, scissors for it.
Yeah, sure. I'll go. I'll go Enterprise for 100.
All right, so Enterprise for 100. Click on it. Okay, you have to space bar. Okay, so the question is, or the answer, whatever. I don't know. Star Trek Enterprise is based in this century in the year 2151.
Oh, Rob's got it.
23rd century?
22nd century?
Stevie got it. Stevie stole it.
Yeah.
Isn't the answer in the question?
Right.
Well,
yeah,
it says
23rd
2150. So what century is that? And that's the 22nd century.
Right.
So yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So there you go.
Yeah.
No, all
Yep.
right. That was easier than I thought.
Yep. So Stevie got
He
it.
must have been really drunk at Tammy's birthday.
Now, how do I get to continue? I hit escape. Okay. I got to learn how to do that. Okay. So that one comes off the board. Awesome. So this is really slick how this works. Okay. You have to go back and watch the video for the 3 of you to see it. Unfortunately, they can't see it. Only I can. So. Okay,
I
so
found
there's
a good website. It'll work.
It works great. No, it's perfect. Okay, so Stevie won that. So does that mean she gets to get the next one?
It's her turn.
Okay, so it's her
it's
turn.
next.
Yeah. So
If you want to give her the categories again,
I will. Yeah, there's Star Trek Enterprise, Star Trek The Next Generation, Star Trek Deep Space Nine, Star Trek Voyager.
And I've never played Jeopardy. What is this numbers thing? Do I just pick a random number out of the hat? Is it for 100?
The higher the number, the harder the question.
Correct.
You pick the category and then what number.
Yeah, and so it's 100, 200, 300, 400, or 500. Each one getting progressively harder, but worth more points.
Okay. I will go Star Trek Voyager for 200.
Star Trek Voyager for 200. And the question is, Voyager's sarcastic doctor can't leave his sickbay without a special device because he is one of these.
Hologram.
Yeah.
So
Got it.
Stevie answered it at this.
Hit a button?
No, well, usually there would be a button, right? But I didn't get to ship you the
Right.
Staples Easy Button version thing for this. So,
Yeah.
So I guess what we have to do here is who raises their hand first, and I'm watching the video, and then I'll call on you, and then you can answer. But Stevie answered at the same time you guys raised your thing, so I'll just go ahead and add it.
Yeah.
So Stevie is now at 300. She's rolling away with it. Yeah. What is a hologram? So okay. So now we go back to the categories: Enterprise, Trek, Next Generation, DS9, or Voyager. Any one of those categories, and some don't have one. Well, obviously, the numbers, 100 through 500.
I'll go Next Generation for 300. Let's raise the stakes.
There you go. Next Generation for 300. This French captain commanded the USS Enterprise in the Next Generation. Yeah, Rob.
Right.
It's Captain Jean-Luc Picard.
Bingo. This is the easiest thing ever. This is great. Okay.
Yeah. How is that not 100?
I don't know. That's
How is
Yeah.
that not 50?
yeah, exactly. Exactly. I mean, hey, like I said, it's our first time through, so maybe Tammy is not a Trekkie. I don't know. Okay, Rob, you're up. Enterprise, Trek, Generation 9, or Voyager?
Well, let's do Voyager for 100.
Voyager for 100. All right.
Who was Voyager's captain?
Voyager starts with what letter?
A good question would be who was the
What's
original
his name?
captain, and a good question would be who was the original captain in the show Voyager,
That is a good question.
because that's that French actress lady. I have no idea who it is. The USS Voyager was stranded in this quadrant after being pulled there from the Badlands.
What is the Delta Quadrant?
I didn't even get a chance to look over. Who said that? I mean, Stevie
Yeah.
said it, or is it Stevie's?
Stevie said it.
I'm sorry. I thought you saw me. I had my hand up.
I should be, but I hadn't even moved my eyes back yet. So
We need a buzzer.
we do.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah. A
Cowbell.
buzzer because then it
We
would
have a
highlight your
cowbell.
green tile over here too for Discord. So
Yeah.
okay.
I wonder if we can. There's an app for that.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Buzzer app.
Oh, that would be hysterical if there's an app where we could do this all in real time and see the screen, and then
Oh, I bet there is.
I bet you there is. We'll have to figure that out. This is
It's the ultimate buzzer.
hold
on it.
on, a buzzer app. Yeah.
Can you hear that?
Yeah.
I heard it. Yeah. All right, Stevie, you're next.
Oh, I got an air horn. I can use that.
Just getting my buzzer loaded.
There you go.
There you go.
Let's go. Let's go original series for 100.
Okay, original series for 100. This ship was under the command of Captain James T. Kirk.
My buzzer didn't work.
Rob?
Okay.
I think it's the USS Enterprise.
Yeah. If you got that wrong, I'd boot you out of Discord.
What is this coming out of something else? Oh God.
Well, Stevie and Rob are tied at 400, Daniel. Help us out here, buddy.
Yeah, I got 0. This is no good.
2S 200. Let's just go. Spock is the answer.
Which one, 200? I'm sorry.
Yeah, 200's fine. Well, I'll go in. I'm an order person.
Original
Oh,
series.
the original series. Gotcha. Yep. The first Star Trek series is now commonly referred to as this.
Oh,
Stevie got it.
TOS.
okay.
What is Star Trek, the original series. That's what the answer is. It's TOS. Whatever.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Yeah, it's
Same
TOS.
thing. Same
Yeah.
thing. Okay. All right. Stevie, you're up.
Oh right. Voyager for 200.
Voyager for 200 is taken. We can do Voyager for 300.
Voyager for 300, please, Dan.
The
John?
question is, the USS Voyager was this class of ship, which is also a synonym for courageous.
Oh.
Oh,
Dan,
it.
Oh.
Is it Intrepid class?
it is
Yeah.
the Intrepid class. Very good.
Good one.
Finally, I'm on the board.
Finally, a question that actually makes you think for a split second. I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
all right.
Do we have a DS9 on there?
We do have DS9 on there. We haven't done any DS9s yet.
All right, let's go 100.
All right. DS9 for 100. Deep Space Nine is important for the Federation because of its location near this stellar phenomena. Rob?
Wormhole. Stable wormhole.
The Bajoran wormhole, but yes.
Yeah.
Got it? Okay, Rob, you're next.
Yeah.
Voyager 400.
Voyager 400. In an encounter with this malevolent species, Voyager picked up a new crew member whose designation was 7 of 9. Rob?
Who are the
Stevie? Stevie's trying to hit her button.
Who are the Borg? Or what is the Borg?
Who are the Borg? Yep. Okay, so Stevie got it. She's at 1,000. Your question next.
Next generation for what's left?
100, 200, 400, 500.
200.
200. Okay. Based 80 years after the original series, Star Trek The Next Generation is based in this century. Rob?
24th.
24th. You got it.
Whatever the next generation dollar amount is.
Well, there's 100 or 400. We'll go with 400.
100.
Oh, I hit the 400. Sorry.
That works.
The USS Enterprise in The Next Generation is this class of ship. The USS Enterprise in the original series was a Constitution class. Rob?
Galaxy.
Yep. You got it. Why don't I just pick some of these, since now we're getting to where you don't know which numbers are left and all of that.
Yeah.
And we'll just pick them and then go down
Chad,
in
are
order.
you keeping score?
Oh yeah, Daniel, you
Okay.
have 300. Stevie has 1,000. Rob has 1,100. Viewers who are watching this
Oh,
on
man.
YouTube can see all of that. So, okay, so Rob, it's your question. We're going to go Star Trek: The Next Generation for 100. It says, unlike the 1701 Enterprise, this Enterprise in Star Trek: The Next Generation had this letter after its 1701.
Oh,
Rob, you had your hand up first, or
Rob did. Yeah.
yeah?
D.
D is correct.
My buzzer sucks, so I can't use it.
Okay. Rob is now in the lead with 1,200. The next question is Star Trek: The Next Generation for 500. Unlike any other ships in the fleet, Galaxy-class ships could perform this. Daniel.
Was that
Saucer separation.
Very good. Finally, you get us on the board, buddy. 800 for you. Okay,
Yeah.
as a total. Next question for you then, sir. Underneath Star Trek Deep Space Nine for 200. The question is, the Bajoran wormhole led to this quadrant of the Milky Way galaxy about 70,000 light years away. Rob.
it was close?
Yeah. I'll
Okay.
just-
Gamma.
Oh, got it. Yep. Okay. I was going to say Delta for something. Anyway.
I was worried I was going to screw that up too. I was like,
Yeah.
it's too easy.
Yeah. All right, next question. Star Trek Deep Space Nine for 300. The Cardassians had occupied this species for about 50 years before the Resistance forced them to pull away. Rob?
Bajor. The Bajorans.
Well, the question is, the Cardassians had occupied this species for about 50 years before Resistance forced them to pull out. And the answer is, what is Terok North? That sounds kind of stupid, doesn't it? Shouldn't it be
Yeah.
Bajorans?
Yeah, a little bit.
Sounds like that should be Bajorans to
Yeah.
me. All right, so we're going to give that to Rob. Deep Space Nine for 400. Deep Space Nine was originally called this by the Cardassians. Daniel, you put your hand up first. I mean,
Yeah, it's Terok Nor.
well, and the answer is, what is the Gamma Quadrant? They screwed that up.
Are you
They
serious?
did screw
It's
that up.
messed up. Yeah.
Yeah.
It says, what is the Gamma
Terrible.
Quadrant? That's horrible. Tammy, come
Tammy
on.
was drunk at her birthday.
We got to, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, this makes this pretty close, guys. Daniel's at 1,200,
Okay.
Stevie's at 1,000, Rob's at 1,700. And this is the last
All right,
DS9 question for 500. After the third year of the Federation's invited presence at Deep Space Nine, this small ship was assigned there. Rob,
USS Defiant.
USS Defiant. Very good.
Yeah.
That handily puts you in the lead.
I was going to say the Delta Flyer.
We're going to go with, yeah. That's totally the wrong show.
know.
Voyager for 500. Voyager and her remaining crew members finally returned home with help from the future and the Borg after this many years in the Delta Quadrant. How many years were they there? Stevie?
7.
Yep. The answer was 7. Very good. Okay, so the Next Generation, Deep Space Nine, Voyager, all 3 of those categories are full. We just have the original series and Enterprise left. So we're going to go back and forth between the two. We're going to start with Enterprise at 200. The question is the Xindi Arch in Enterprise's 3rd season was based after this terrorist attack against the United States of America and its ideas in the early 21st century, which led to the downfall of the World Trade Center. Who's buzzing? Rob?
9/11 attacks.
9/11 terrorist attacks. Boom.
Didn't know that.
Yeah. Now we're going to go to Star
I thought it
Trek.
was based off of 24.
It might have been more entertaining over time had it been.
Yeah.
The Xindi Arch got a little old after a while.
Yeah, I did.
Okay, now we're going to go to Star Trek original series. These small furballs were first seen in Deep Space K-Tech 7. Their purring soothed all but the Klingons. Daniel.
What are tribbles?
Tribbles, yeah. And I so love that short trek with the tribbles, and they're turned into cereal or whatever. And that was hysterical.
Yeah, that was a great one.
Which
That
one
was
was?
great.
That was probably one of my favorites. Not very,
Archer.
yeah, not very captain or officer like in terms of what she did to that guy, but still awesome, worth it. Yeah. So, all right, back to Enterprise for 300. In Star Trek Enterprise, Scott Bakula starred as this captain of the first Warp 5 capable vessel.
Captain Jonathan Archer.
Yeah. Who
Yeah.
is Captain Jonathan Archer?
Sorry, this is why I don't like Jeopardy. It's just stupid answering it backwards.
Yeah, it is. It is very backwards. I know. Okay, we're gonna go to Trek for 400, the original series. This great visionary was the creator of Star Trek. The answer is Rob Schneider.
I got my hand up.
Daniel, go for it.
I mean, come on, it's George Lucas. No. Gene Roddenberry.
Gene Roddenberry. Yeah. You know, I haven't had to deduct points from anybody yet. I just realized I could do that.
Yeah.
So that's funny. Oh my God. These questions, I tell you what, we got to find a harder one. Okay, back to Enterprise for 400. Before the founding of the United Federation of Planets, Star Trek used these two letters to come before a ship's registry instead of USS, which stands for United Spaceship. Rob?
NX.
N and X, you bet. That's a tougher one. That's actually makes you think for a second.
Yeah, that is tough.
That's a good one. We'll stick with Enterprise. We'll go to 500 for it. We only got 2 left. So this is going to decide to make or break somebody. The Enterprise was the first Warp 5 capable vessel created by Starfleet. The second Warp 5 capable ship Starfleet commissioned was named after this NASA space shuttle in the 20th century. What was the second NX class ship? Daniel.
Columbia.
Very good. You got it.
Yeah.
Very good.
I'm a dork.
That was deserving of 500.
Yeah, that is
Yeah, that
definitely
was
deserving of
proper
500. Yeah. I actually did remember that one without seeing the answer first, but that's cool. All right. The Star Trek pilot didn't star the renowned Captain Kirk. It instead starred this captain as the commander of the Enterprise 20 years earlier. Stevie?
Captain Pike. Who was
Pike.
Captain Pike?
Yeah. Who is Christopher Pike, but yes.
Mhm.
So,
Point.
yeah. So that clears the board, and that leaves Rob in first place with 2,800, Daniel in second place with 2,400, and Stevie in third place with 2,300, which is amazing because for the first half of this entire thing, Stevie was in the lead and Daniel had 0 points.
There
So,
was,
I
still
know.
there was DS9 to go, and I knew that I was going to fail at that one.
I've got a good luck charm with me.
yeah.
So,
Paddington Bear.
Yeah.
Yes, we all know
it's a running joke on our show.
it is a running joke that
Paddington.
Paddington Bear is the best. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to write these down, and then we'll see what happens when I clear out of this and go to another screen and type it
Okay.
up. So, did you have any news for us today, Daniel, that we can talk about while we do all this?
No,
Nope, no news.
no, just a game show.
Just a game show. Okay, I didn't know what you were wanting.
Just
to
a game show.
do. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, give me a second here, and we'll get on to the next thing.
I'm not caught up in Prodigy. I don't care. I'll watch it at some point, but not now.
Are you guys watching Prodigy at all?
No, I think I tried to watch the first episode and I didn't really get into it, but I plan to give it another go.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna try to watch it with my kid.
Say that
There
again.
you go.
I'm gonna try to watch it with my kid. I got a young kid, so
Yeah, I think that's a good way to do it. I keep wanting to go back and watch more of it, and I keep reading some news stuff on it every once in a while, and I just never. Wow, there's like no way to get out of this. Oh, menu.
I saw a picture of their uniforms. I thought they looked pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they designed their own uniforms. So.
I guess I just have to hit back and get out of it. There we go. Okay.
Yeah.
So we know what our running totals are. We'll have to just add them from one game to the next, because we'll have
Yeah.
what we're gonna do with it. 3 rounds.
2 or 3.
Okay. However many you guys want to do, I'm up for whatever. Okay, so let's figure out what the next one is. There's a Star Trek Jeopardy 2. There's let's do this one. This one seems like this would be tough. So
Okay.
three of them. We're going to go with same teams again. And since Rob won, you're going to go first. Hold on a second. I'll put you in.
What's the name of the?
This is cool. I can put your points in here too. Awesome.
Oh, nice.
So you can have your starting points. I didn't know that. That's amazing. This is
cool.
This is so cool.
What's the board called?
The board is just called Star Trek.
Okay.
It's one of like 6 boards called Star Trek.
Right.
But it looked like it had some decent information. So everybody's got their starting points. That's wonderful. And so the categories are the original Star Trek, general knowledge, Star Trek Voyager, words and phrases, and Star Trek The Next Generation. So that's, I wanted this, the general knowledge and the words and phrases thrown in there. That seems like that might be difficult. So Rob, what we'll do to make this a little easier is we'll just go, you pick the category, Rob, and then I'll go 100, and then we'll just go down the list as we switch between categories. That way it's simple.
Sounds good.
So you pick the category, Rob.
Let's do general knowledge.
General knowledge for 100. Of the following, who has not been an artificial or cyborg at some point in their lives? Dr. McCoy, Data, or Captain Jean-Luc Picard? Was it Stevie that was buzzing?
It was Rob first.
Oh, Rob first. I'm sorry, Rob.
Wasn't sure. McCoy.
McCoy. That is the answer.
Yeah.
Very good.
Picard's not a real boy anymore.
Picard's not a real boy.
And he was a Borg at one point.
Well, even before all that, he was Locutus. And of course, Data, as we all know, is fully functional. Next category, Rob.
I'll just stick with general.
Okay, general knowledge 200. Oops, I hit the wrong one. 200, yeah. In what century does the Star Trek's story take place? 22nd, 24th, 23rd?
Which one?
Yeah.
Well, it just says Star Trek, so I imagine the first.
20s.
Yeah, it's Stevie.
Stevie, yeah.
And what's the answer?
22nd century?
22nd, you say?
Yeah.
Yeah, it says 23rd is the answer. So that's
the original series.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe the original series.
yeah.
Whatever. I say give it to her. It was.
Give it to her or take it from her.
I say give it to her.
I'm wanting to take points. I give it to you. I wanted to take points at some point. I want to see how it works.
Well, not from me first, please.
Yeah. I won't be brutal. Okay. So the categories again are so for Stevie, for you to pick, it's original Trek, general knowledge, Voyager, words and phrases, or Star Trek: The Next Generation.
I want to try words and phrases for 200.
Words and phrases for 200. People who are all Trek all the time are known as either Space Cadets, Space Force members, or Trekkies.
Damn.
It's Trekkies.
Yeah.
Come on.
What about Trekkers?
What about furlings?
Trekkers.
Yeah, Trekkies. Yeah. Okay. Very good, Daniel.
Let's keep going down this list.
All right, we'll go to words and phrases 100 just so we can clear it.
Okay.
Today is a good day to die was said by which character? Stevie?
Worf. Who is Worf?
Who is Worf? And it actually gives 3 choices. I didn't even bother reading because it's Data, Guinan, and Worf. I mean, why would I need to read those 3 choices? That's ridiculous. So I think we need to make one of these ourselves.
That would give you a drink.
Yeah. I think we need to make one of these ourselves with a little tougher questions. I'm hoping this gets harder.
Yeah.
Okay. So Stevie, we're tied, by the way. Stevie and Daniel both have 2,600. Rob has 2,900. So
Oh, wow.
So Stevie and Daniel are tied.
Ooh. Okay. I'll go Next Generation for 300.
Star Trek: The Next Generation, 300. Lieutenant Commander Riker is often referred to by this name by Captain Picard. Rob?
Number 1.
Number 1. Very good.
Thanks, man. We do need to make one of these because
these are not hard.
Yeah, these are not.
Lieutenant Commander Riker, come on.
I thought that it would have been M. Zadie if it were going to be like, what is his other names?
Or
I'd like to see
Thomas.
start calling that.
All right, categories: original Star Trek, general knowledge, Voyager, words and phrases, or TNG.
Just do general knowledge.
General knowledge for 300.
Sure.
You were a member of this team if you wore a blue shirt. Rob?
Sciences.
Yep.
What is sciences?
Yeah, science. Yeah, it answers
Yeah.
to science. Same category, or?
Same category, yeah.
Yeah, okay. What was the name of the Star Trek series that was not a starship, but a space station? Holy shit.
I got it.
Daniel?
What is Deep Space Nine?
Oh, yeah. I mean...
Oh, I thought Babylon 5, my bad.
Yeah. It's Stargate.
Space, 1999.
300.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
Daniel.
same category. Let's keep
Same category for 500. What year did the original Star Trek first air? Rob?
Oh, crap. 66?
66. Yep.
Mm.
Alrighty. Rob, next category. It's either original Trek, Voyager, words and phrases, or TNG.
Words and phrases.
Words and phrases for 300 it is. Which of the following was never a Starfleet... who of the following, or whatever, was never a Starfleet captain? Scotty, Jean-Luc Picard, Catherine Janeway. Good night.
Well, it's actually, Stevie,
I was going to say Scotty. Who was
Yeah.
Scotty?
Yeah.
the captain. He was a captain by the time it all ended.
By the time it all
Right.
ended, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. So that's not a very good question, but I get what they're going for.
Hey, I need the points.
Hey,
You do. This should have been a drinking game. Every time you got one right, you had to take a shot. That would have made
Oh
it
my
more
Lord.
exciting, because
Oh my
we would be toasted at this point.
Next time, let's do it
It's
later
like-
in the evening.
Yeah.
It's like 9 a.m. for me right now.
Yeah, it's only 11 a.m. for me.
almost noon.
Almost noon, yeah. And of course, over there down under, it's probably what, like 7:42? Other side of the world. Okay.
Okay.
Who got that one? I forget now.
Was it? If it was
It
the
was
Scotty
Stevie.
question, was it me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so Stevie, the categories are still TOS, Voyager, words and phrases, or TNG.
Let's try Voyager. Try
Voyager, yeah, we haven't done that one yet. Let's see how ridiculous these questions are. For 100, who was the first female captain to star in her own Star Trek series?
Stevie at it.
Yeah,
It was-
Stevie.
It was Catherine Janeway.
It was Catherine Janeway. Holy shit. For 4 added extra points, how do you spell the word Trek? Now, I made that up, but I mean, that's about where we are.
It's with a C, right?
Or as I often
It's kinda
say, Star
silent out.
Trek. Oh, Lord. Okay, you want to just roll down the Voyager one, Stevie, for 200? Okay.
Yep.
In Star Trek Voyager, what was the name of the spacecraft? The answers are X-Wing Starfighter, F-19, or USS Voyager. I can't
Come
even.
on.
I can't even. Wow. I mean,
This is terrible.
this is so
Yes.
bad. I picked a horrible one. I feel awful. Not really. This is actually
Chat
good.
is wrong. You
Chat-
picked the wrong one.
Exactly. It just fits, doesn't
Yeah.
it? It just fits every
Yeah.
time. All right. I don't even know who to give that to. I mean, like, why?
Stevie. Yeah.
Yeah, just whatever.
I'll take it as the underdog. Yeah, I'll take it.
I think I'm the underdog now.
Yeah, Daniel has 3,000, Stevie has 3,200, and Rob has 4,000. So yes,
Yeah.
Daniel is definitely the underdog, as Paddington usually
See?
is. He just fits. That's who.
I
Yeah,
get it.
that's who. Mr. Birds aren't real. He's the underdog.
Yeah, that's right. They're not.
All right, Star Trek Voyager for 300. Which Star Trek used a human hologram as the ship's medical officer? Daniel,
It was Voyager.
that's correct.
Duh.
That's the
I mean-
category we're in. I mean, How do we?
Yeah.
How do you mess
What
that
do
up?
they think?
Every answer is Voyager.
Yeah, every answer is Voyager.
It's either gonna be Voyager or Janeway. That's the only
Yeah.
That's the only two, right? That's the only two. Well,
Yeah.
let's go to Voyager for 400.
Let's go to the
then.
next one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
Voyager.
okay. You might be right. You might be right. Vulcan security officer on the Voyager. What's his name? Oh, you had your hand up first, though, Rob. It's fine.
Said it,
Tuvok. Yeah, I was. The correct answer should be Tuvix, but
That's right.
oh
was the
god.
best.
All right, Voyager for 500. 7 of 9 is a 7 of 9 children, half human, de-assimilated Borg. What in the world is that?
Pretty-
All
Isn't the answer pretty?
no, the answer is not pretty, Daniel. You just lost points, so now you're down to 2,800.
Excellent time to use that power.
Exactly.
There you go. Yeah.
I don't know who had their hand up first, so go ahead, Stevie.
Oh, de-assimilated Borg.
Yeah, de-assimilated Borg. Very good. So 4,400, Rob. 3,700, Stevie. Wah, wah. Daniel, 2,800.
I
So-
mean, I feel like I wasn't wrong. though.
No, you're not. But that wasn't one of the three things that. Okay. So we have TOS, we have words and phrases, and we have TNG left. Stevie.
You pick. I'm.
She's like, I'm done. What am I doing here?
It's 2 words and phrases.
Yeah, words and phrases for 400. What is warp speed? Jesus Christ. What is warp speed? Double time, half speed, or faster than light? Stevie?
Faster than light.
Yeah, I mean, holy shit.
Double time.
Double time, yeah. Isn't it time and a half? And on Sundays, it's
Triple time.
any day ending in
Holiday
Y. Yeah.
You know, I was so worried about coming on and doing
Me too.
this.
Well, we're idiots here, so I mean,
Yeah.
we're gonna have to do this again, and I'm gonna have to come up with the questions, because this is sad.
Can I make Star
too
Trek
bad.
cocktails? I want to show you this. Hang on.
Yeah, make a cocktail.
Okay.
I have this lovely Star Trek cocktails book.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Yeah. Very cool. And also I just qualified as a bartender also, so this would be fun.
Wow.
Oh.
Yeah.
So what
Most
she's
exciting
basically
thing.
saying is, you guys are driving me to drink.
These
To
questions
live
are.
long and prosper.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's like pretty much a Paloma with
We
like
were just talking about yesterday on our show. What is blood wine? Is it actually wine or is it like a hard liquor? And because it doesn't seem like it would be wine to me.
see if they have an index.
Hey, there we go.
Blood wine.
That's a good one. That's a really good one.
Mm-mm.
I
Yeah,
don't think
blood
it'd be.
What
I don't think
blood
it'd be a
would it made
wine.
out of?
I hope not.
Like a really fortified wine.
Well, they'd have to.
Yeah.
Well, it'd be something that, if it's a wine, then wouldn't that mean it's classified as something that was fermented?
Yeah.
So I would think it's probably closer to something that they just extract as like a hard liquor.
Yeah, we decided it was more like whiskey.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, that sounds really good. Like to get some whiskey and to just color it red, deep red.
Wharf whiskey?
Wharf whiskey. Well, actually, Wharf whiskey's prune juice. But
Right. That's true.
see, that's a great question. What is Wharf's favorite drink? Like everybody knows that, but it'd be fun one to have like the wrong answer.
That's a 100.
Yeah, it's a lot harder, especially if you put as one of the answers blood wine.
Yeah.
All right, words and phrases for 500. Holy cow, let's just clear this thing out, and maybe I'll go through and find some other ones here. What is the purpose of a cloaking device?
Rob, you-
Rob.
It makes you invisible so they can't see you.
Yeah, prevents a vessel from being seen or traced. Which
So it's not hide your emotions?
which actually didn't they trace down? What was it they did in Undiscovered Country, I believe, when they were able to track down a bird of prey that was
The
cloaked?
tachyon beams.
Was it the tachyon beams? See, this is a
Yeah,
great.
yeah,
This is a great.
Essentially.
This is the great question right there. That's what the question should
Yeah,
have
that's a
been.
great question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Things got to have a tailpipe.
Things got to have a tailpipe. Exactly. Yeah. What did that? That would be the question right there. What did Scotty call a bird of prey when they were trying to track it down cloaked in the movie Undiscovered Country? You know, I mean, a ship with a tailpipe. Okay. Let's see. Let's just roll through these. It's TNG for 100. Commander Deanna Troi has what unique power of full-blooded humans?
What?
Strength, sensing emotions, or telekinesis?
Sensing him. I have my hand up. Sensing emotions.
Yeah.
Stevie, sensing emotions. That's correct. I don't.
But humans don't have that power. Like,
Full-blooded humans of sensing emotions. I don't understand what they're going for with that one. Okay, whatever. The scores are Rob 4,900, Stevie 4,200, Daniel 2,800. Next question.
Okay.
What is the name of the prosthesis that Geordie DeForge wears? Daniel?
The visor.
Visor. Very good. A little harder.
Question, what does it stand for?
Oh,
Oh,
what's it
yeah.
stand for? Ooh, I don't know.
Vision impaired sensory.
Optical relay or something. Resonance. Or
there
yeah. Very good.
Oh, you guys are dorks.
I know.
Hearing that from this forum actually means something to me.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah. All right, we're going to move to TNG for 400. What famous actress ran a bar on Starship Enterprise D?
Rob had his hand up first.
Did he? Okay.
With
Yeah.
Goldberg.
Yep, Whoopi Goldberg.
Mm-hmm. With the
Can
big
I
ass.
ask, just as a small interest, what is the controversy around Whoopi Goldberg at the moment? Apart from, like, not recently, but before she made a comment about the Holocaust.
Well, she's a host
Yeah,
on
that
a
was
show.
basically.
Yeah, well, that was one of the things that happened just recently, yeah. But she's also a host on a television show here in the States called The View.
Mhm.
And on that show, she's with Joy Behar and a couple of other ladies that are on there. And they usually just sit around and talk about cultural stuff, a lot of politics,
Whatever's going on for the day.
whatever's going on for the day, and their opinions on things. And they do get into a ton of politics. And that's the part that makes things a little more controversial, because if you're on the left here, then you hate everything she says, or you love everything she says. If you're on the right, you hate everything she says. If you're somewhere in the middle, you just can't put up with Joy Behar's voice. So that's when, so that's just kind of where it's at.
Yeah.
So that's where they,
It's designed to have people
Very
argue.
specific. Okay, that's fine.
yeah, no,
Okay,
it's,
Do you think I'm in a different country?
aren't you in Australia?
No,
Oh,
I'm not even from Australia.
wow. Where are you? Okay. So where are you at and where are you from? Holy cow.
I'm from Scotland and I live in New York.
Holy shit.
I was
There you go.
When you said Australia earlier, I was like, who's in Australia?
I am. I'll take
Chet-
credit for it. I got you.
Like I said, we're idiots here. And Chad
I
is
just
wrong.
pictured
I mean,
you
that's
looking
just,
Dumb and Dumber. You know that scene where he's like, "Oh, put another shrimp on the bar." And he's talking to the girl.
so you know about The View then? I mean, what you,
Well, I know it exists. I just don't know what the whole thing about her being
Yeah.
a bit controversial is. And I
Oh.
don't watch The View. I'm aware of it. It's like the Kardashians. I know they exist. I just don't know much about them.
right. Yeah, it's just politics. This is what it really comes down to. Here in the States, we do have several hundreds of listeners that are outside of the United States. So I guess for them now they have a breakdown of what The View is. And anything political here in the United States anymore is extremely polarizing, as we all know. So
you can't.
Are we the?
You have to hate.
Are we one of the top? Yeah.
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 You do. What was
We're
that,
one
Daniel?
of the top podcasts in like Colombia, right?
Well, we do get this thing from Chartable that shows us where we rank
Yeah.
all around the world. And so every once in a while, we're in the top 50 in Germany, because there's a German
That's right.
Trekcast, also a show, podcast, also called Trekcast from Germany, but they only put out an episode like once every 4 years. And people forget about it, but
Right.
then they go look for it, and then all of a sudden, boom, we're in the top 50 in Germany. They
There you
really
go.
love us in Denmark. And
Yeah.
down in Colombia and Brazil, every once in a while we pop up out of the blue. Argentina, for some reason. So it's kind of a weird thing
Yeah.
where we pop up high on the charts. But at any given time, we're usually in the top 200 somewhere around the world.
Okay.
Usually those
I-
cities are well known, like Schleswenia, that no one's ever heard of. We're the number one podcast there where 3 people live. So
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Uzbekistan, I'm sure you're very popular there.
is Uzbekistan, yes. Very nice.
Kazakhstan, they love us. Yeah. We're nice. My wife.
What's the one from South Park? Or no, from Team America?
Oh, yeah. Durka, whatever.
Durka.
Yeah.
Turkestan.
Turkestan,
Yeah.
yeah.
All
right,
let's
let's-
keep going.
Yeah, let's finish this out. TNG
Yeah.
500. I'll just go with it here. Resistance is futile. You will be assimilated is a statement made by who? This is a trick question.
Oh, I said it to my dog this morning. But who were the Borg?
The Borg, yes. We actually had a long conversation about who is assimilating who, though, at one point. Obviously the Borg are physically assimilating people, but aren't the Federation kind of assimilating people in a different way, more of an insidious way? Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
Didn't they cover that? Didn't Garrett cover that once on DS9?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Compared him to root beer.
You're insidious root beer. All right, so we're down to the original Trek, all tiles 1, 2, 3, 4, 500. So we'll just start with 100 and move down. Spock is which type of alien species? It's a trick question, Rob.
Well, they're going to call him a Vulcan, but he's half Vulcan, half human.
Yep, Vulcan, yep. For 200, to speak with another ship, you had to first do what? Send them a text?
Text!
Engage or open all hailing frequencies?
How dramatic would that be?
Daniel,
Right, got text.
Hail. You got to hail.
open hailing frequencies, yeah. That would be
Oh,
hysterical.
it's not text.
We're trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty. All right, TOS 300. What character is famous for his mind meld abilities? McCoy, Spock, or number 1?
Stevie had her hand up.
Who is Spock?
And the answer on this is Dr. Spock, which just makes me laugh. I don't know what the Dr. Spock.
Has anyone ever called him Dr. Spock?
No.
Or
Well,
it's like some sort of thing where he's been called Dr. Spock in something.
I think, in the early
I didn't even
80s,
miss that.
maybe, people mistakenly called him Dr. Spock.
yeah, I don't know. Now
Oh, yeah,
it's
'cause,
making me think.
This is the book, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because no one's actually ever called him on the show Dr. Spock.
I don't think so.
But I think, in the pop culture world, people have mistakenly called him that.
Interesting. Well, now I want to go cruise over at Memory Alpha and see if he was ever called Dr. Spock in the original series, because you never know. One of those throwaway lines in an episode somewhere. Who knows? I can't
Right.
say that I've watched
Right.
TOS through and through as many times as I have all the other series. So, okay, TOS 400. Who was the chief of engineering in the original series? I think Stevie had her hand up first.
Okay.
Who is Mr. Scott
Mr. Scott.
Montgomery?
You got that right, Lassie. TOS for 500. Which character played in both the original Star Trek and Deep Space Nine? Well, I think what they mean by the original Star Trek is they mean TNG. Stevie?
Well, hang on.
Let's-
Could you repeat the question? Because I think aren't there like 2 or 3 people from?
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is so messed up. You guys are gonna laugh. So it says which character played in both the original Star Trek and Deep Space Nine, and they list 3 names to choose from.
Okay.
Do you get double points if you pick 3 people that did both?
Well, the answer they give is wrong. So I don't know what the hell they're doing there, but
I would have said who was Worf or who was O'Brien or
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Hard.
And
Keiko.
Picard was in the first one. Yeah.
So here's the three names they give, and I'll just give it to Stevie if you guys agree. The three names they give is Riker, Spock, or Worf. So out of those three, it's obviously Worf. Although
Right.
but their
Spock
answer
was
that
up
they
next.
and the answer they give though is work. WORK.
I think we need to give this Jeopardy some feedback.
Oh God.
Worf was my favorite on DS9.
Work was the best because the only time anything ever got done was O'Brien. I
Yeah.
mean, maybe that's what they meant. I don't understand. All right, that clears
You
out
guys
that
wanna do
board.
one last one?
You guys want to
You
do
guys
one
wanna do
more,
one
or
last
you...
one?
I don't think I have time. I think what's going to happen is
Okay.
my wife will come home and my dogs will start kicking off.
Yep.
Fair enough.
So that leaves us then with that board cleared. We did
Who
two
won?
boards. So Rob has 5,400 points. Daniel
man.
has 3,200 points, and Stevie wound up with 5,900 points. So Stevie is our winner.
No.
Yes, you pulled ahead there at the end with that last question. Very good.
Good
Very
work.
good.
Well, that's kind. Thank
Yeah,
you.
good work. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like it went to Rob, to be honest.
That's your way of calling
Worf
it.
would be so proud of you.
I know. I'm going to tell my co-hosts. I
There
answered
you
Deep
go.
Space Nine question.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Well, that's
Well,
awesome.
Thanks a lot for joining us, guys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're gonna do this again where I come up with the questions and the answers. I think I can probably come up with some harder ones if I spend some time doing it. We'll do that, and we'll have to have you guys come on again and maybe have some of your other co-hosts or whatever. We'll get Dan on here as well. Dan is very good at this. Of course, he would have said he probably would have gotten mad and said, "Quit, you guys. Let's find something else to ask questions about."
Understand that.
There's a ton on here though, so I might go through. I'll put the link to this up in our show notes or whatever. Daniel will when he uploads this, so that anybody who gets this can go to this website. And if they find some that are pretty difficult, then great. Maybe we can go through and do those. That would be fun. But yeah, there's like 5 pages worth. Each page has about 20 different Jeopardy boards on it, so there's a lot to go through. So,
Okay.
ooh,
If anyone wants, I will happily come back and teach you guys how to make a Star Trek cocktail.
Yeah, it'd be great.
we should do that. We should definitely do that, and maybe we do it where it's a little bit later, since you're in the United States, and then we can all drink together on the show while we're making the drinks. That would be fantastic. I'd love to do that.
Yeah.
Sounds like
And I'll
fun.
send you guys the link once I post the show. So.
Okay.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Cool.
Thanks for
Thanks,
coming on, guys.
Thanks very much.
Oh wait, hold on real quick. So you have two. Each of you have a show. So plug those again here real quick at the end of it.
Yeah,
Rob, you
plug
go
real quick.
first. Yep.
Keeping Up the Cardassians. 3 guys just talk about Star Trek.
Awesome. And if they just Google search "Keeping Up with the Cardassians," we should be able to find it anywhere.
Yeah, we're available everywhere.
Okay,
Just the
awesome.
same thing, Cardassians.
Cool. Stevie,
And Set Phasers, your favorite Star Trek recap podcast with myself and Akie Bermise, with lots of fun sound effects and music things that we make ourselves.
Nice.
cool. All right.
Cool.
Thanks again
All
for
right.
coming on. You can also find TrekCast anywhere just by Googling TrekCast. It's all over the place. So easy enough. Just not trekcast.de. That's the German one. You can have fun listening to that and not understanding anything they say. I do that every once in a while. So
The Ranch Chamber.
Yeah.
Does it make it so? Is it engaged? It's terrible. I know,
is it
it's
real?
terrible.
It's the real podcast.
When
I
you
just
listen
want-
to the show, everything turns black and white.
I've been watching the Great British Baking Show, and there's a German contestant, and I like talking like Jürgen, and it's really fun.
I can only do accents when I just boom and there they are. If I try to do a German accent now,
You can't
it
do
won't
accents,
happen. No,
period.
yeah, I know. They make fun of me because every time I do accents, I always sound like an Indian guy at a gas station. So
Boo.
Yeah, a boo.
I'll put-
All right. Thanks, guys. Thanks so much for coming on.
yeah, thanks
Cheers,
guys.
guys.
Take care.
Bye.
We'll see you.
Bye.
Well, there you have it, Star Trek Jeopardy. Now, that was fun. I really hope we do that again. Please check out Keeping Up with the Cardassians and, of course, Trek Cast The Next Generation. We will be coming back next week with more Trek, new Trek. Can't wait for all the Trek. Of course, Star Trek Discovery comes back from its mid-season break, and Akie and I will be here to break it down for you. So join us next Monday, wherever you get your podcasts. Make sure you are subscribed/following on the relevant platforms. I am Stevie Mans, and we will see you next time. Computer, end program.